What's going on, guys? It's Blue, and I just want to talk real quick before we even start. There's going to be a timestamp in the video so you can like skip the yapping or whatever. I was basically like lazy, busy at the same time, and I was also looking for, video editing programs because I want to make more videos. But it seems like CapCut is like the only program that I could find that is like free and, like easy to use. So yeah, my bad for not coming out with videos and being like fucking silent for how many months? How many years? I don't fucking know. Um but yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, and let's just get right into the actual video. So I honestly didn't get too many questions except for like that one comment on YouTube that had like a lot of questions, but we'll get that we'll get into that later. Because for now I just want to do quick and small questions, until we get to the big comments. So I'm looking on Discord right now, and oh my god, bro, these some of these freaking replies are from 2023. So I'm like 3 years behind, bruh. So we're just gonna stop from the tar from huh? Start from the top. Holy shit. Anyways, we actually have a few questions here. There's about like three. We're gonna start with the first question. What started your channel? I wanted to try content creating because I actually like found it interesting and find passion in it. Well, I'm still working on it, kinda. I just need to like do it more and just get used to it. But I also need to put a little more effort because the past videos, they did not sound so good to me in the past, so I just straight up deleted them. So yeah, but I'm still gonna do or try to do videos and stuff like that because I've been kind of slacking. So next question: how did you become a furry? I honestly kind of had a hard time explaining this because it is like so simple. Like, dude, like anyone could expect it, or so I think. Anyways, in 2020, I was on Twitter. You know, uh, I honestly could have chosen a better time because I was actually a little too young for that shit. Um, but I was stumbling upon my Twitter timeline, and I was seeing like these anthropomorphic, creatures and all that kind of stuff. And I honestly kind of liked them. I found interest in it, or in them. Sorry. I found I found interest in them, and that's kind of how I got here. What influenced you to make your persona? The simplest I can put it is I like foxes very much, and so I made a persona based on that species, and that's how Blutex was made. That's honestly the best I can describe it. I don't know like what else. That's all there was to this message. So let's move on to the next. What are your favorite Roblox games? If you ask me this, well, they did ask me back in like 2023, so that's kind of on me that I was kind of late to this. But if someone else had to ask me this, like like right now, 2026, I wouldn't really have much of a response because, dude, Roblox recently has been in a fucking shithole, and like there's barely nothing to play. I mean, barely anything to play. My bad. But sometimes I like to play Flood Escape, Flood Escape 1 and 2. Those are honestly like kind of the games I grew up with. I honestly like them still to this day. um, I also honestly like Item Asylum. I think that game is is pretty funny. Um, and still enjoyable. Still, it could be funny, but it's still enjoyable. And the rest, I honestly don't know. I was thinking like Arsenal or like Randomizer in some ways, but like, dude, honestly, I can't even think of any more after those. I mean, I also like Beast Worm Simulator, but I honestly don't play it much. And I also like work at a pizza place. I like most of the OGs. But I mean, I don't want to sound too old, because people are gonna some people are gonna say that like, oh, you're getting too fucking old. You need to play fucking Rivals or Pet Simulator 99 or whatever the fuck. It's not a bad thing to go back to fucking nostalgia. And sometimes I actually like those old games. That's all there is to Discord. The rest of the messages are just fucking bullshit. So we're just gonna move on to YouTube. Um, this might turn into a 20-minute video, guys. We're gonna start off with the first question. How was Blutex created? Like I said, from the first message from Discord. Um, but I also wanted to add on to something. But it's way too simple. It's basically I combine two words and it just made it into one word. I combined blue and fucking vortex or whatever. Like I thought that shit was fucking tough back then. But looking back at it's like like how it was made, it, it's a little kind of stupid to me. Why did you start live streaming? Kind of the same thing I said about YouTube, but except that this one is actually pretty different because I live stream like so often. I literally do it like mostly every Friday. And I basically wanted to do those two because I just want to like entertain people and to give people more things to watch because I don't think people always want to watch I Show Speed and QnA like on Twitch, right? Like, bro, I mean, like, dude, if I'm gonna be honest, some like small creators are actually like more enjoyable to watch than like bigger streamers. What made you choose Twitch instead of a different streaming platform such as YouTube? If I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how to get YouTube working. Oh my god, working. And not to mention, Kick is kind of ass because like I don't know what's going on Kick, but I believe there's a lot more wild shit going on Kick than on fucking Twitch, and Twitch is like very simple to use and it's what I'm more used to. And it's obviously the first platform I even started like live streaming. What made you a furry? I basically kind of already said this. Twitter. I don't know how it stumbled upon my timeline because I don't think I remember liking anything related to that. But I mean, whatever. Either way, it is what it is. Why foxes? I'm just gonna pull up a clip right now and the video will explain it. So cute. Also, if y'all want to see the full video, I'll have a link down below so y'all can watch it. Anyways, I hope that explains why. How do you come up with your live streaming ideas? Most of the ideas come from Steam games because I love playing games so much, and I'm always up to try something different. And sometimes, same with YouTube videos. Also, speaking of games, how do you find your games for streaming or for live streaming? Same thing. But I find games using the good old Steam library. Oh boy. Dude, I bet most people would not even run out of ideas when they find new games to play. That's the charm of Steam. Like, no glaze. I believe that's fucking true. Now, on the topic of games, he also asked, what is your favorite game and why? Dude, this is such a tricky question. Because there's so many games I really enjoy. And bro, I can't just choose one, bro. There's always gotta be like multiple games that I need to choose. But if I had to say, Geometry Dash and Deltarune are definitely up there. Oh, and Undertale, don't forget that. But there's other games that I enjoy too, bruh. Like Borderlands 2, Buckshot Roulette, Binding of Isaac. The list goes on. There's also Atlas, Black Ops 2, oh yeah, and Doom. Like probably the entire franchise. Possibly, especially Eternal because of the freaking movement and the different attacks you can fucking do on demons. Also, these next two questions are Geometry Dash related, so we're just gonna skip those until later on. What is the hardest game that you've played? I was gonna say Geometry Dash, but it's too easy for an answer. Celeste was definitely challenging though. I think I'm gonna have to give the credit to that because I don't think there was any other game that I found like very hard, or at least the games that I have. Speaking of Celeste, are you excited to finish Celeste, or at least get to the B-sides? And what do you think about it? I think I'm actually kind of excited about it. I really wanna play Celeste more, honestly, because the last time I played it was back in like 2024. So I'm really looking forward to playing it more. What game launcher do you like the Do I really have to say anything, guys? We obviously know it's Steam, of course. If I'm gonna be honest, I can honestly write like a whole essay on why I love Steam. Dude, they're like the only acceptable monopoly, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This is literally the last big company that is good. And dude, I'm not glazing. There are literal like thousands or millions of other people that can agree the same thing. It's literally not even a debate. But anyways, moving on. What is your favorite non-dessert food? Ah, damn it, bro. You had me on non-dessert, not playing. Now, obviously, I gotta go with tacos and burritos. For real, though, I think those are legit, like, my most favorite food. I think the others could be, like, either burgers or pizzas. Now, before, someone in the comments say that, like, oh, this dude just eats anything, does he? No, shut the fuck up. Guys, keep in mind, there are some foods that I don't even like. While it may be true, I eat kinda like mostly anything. No, not really. It all depends. But I know someone's gonna say like, dude, shut your bitch ass up. We know your fat fucking chud ass likes to eat fucking anything. Yo ass lying if you say otherwise. But guys, if we're talking for real, I'ma just say something, okay? I don't really find interest in oysters, bro. I know that's a random fucking food out of the blue, but like, dude, I keep thinking, like, dude, I know a food that I clearly am not interested in trying, which is literally oysters. Anyways, next question. What is your favorite national chain restaurant? Burger King. Let me explain why before y'all like torch me down. Dude, their fries, their burgers, I know this is gonna sound fat, but the Bacon King, oh, it absolutely slaps, bro. Y'all gotta try it like on your cheat day or something, bro. Why did I say cheat day? Well, it's because that shit's packing like 800 to 1,000 calories, my guy. Anyways, next question. What do you like to do in your free time? I obviously love streaming, love playing video games, and playing with other friends too. That's basically all I do in my free time for now. Maybe probably working on other stuff too. Like messing around with FL Studio shit or just watching YouTube videos in general. What kind of music do you listen to when you work, if any? And how did it change in recent years? Okay, this is kind of a hard question because I honestly don't know how to respond to this because I don't really have a favorite to listen to. I basically listen to any kind of music, honestly. What are some hobbies you had or currently have? I honestly don't have many hobbies. The only things I can think of is like fucking producing or gaming, basically. Oh yeah, and PC hardware, obviously. What is the evolution of your setup? I've been waiting for this and I'm glad someone asked. I know this is kind of mid, but this was my setup back in 2022 when I first got my PC. And this is what it looks like now in 2027. Well, not now. I kind of lied about that. One of my monitors started to like artifact, and now I'm sadly working with one again. The mouse pad and the mouse itself was also outdated, so this is what it looks like now. I honestly like them. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I didn't really take a recent photo because, dude, my freaking desk is so messy. I gotta clean it up again. What is some advice you give someone who is starting off in the furry community? Say it with me. Be who you. But for real though, the actual advice is, bro, just be who you are. Don't let anyone like change who you are. Like, bro, it's okay to be like an animal. Just don't actually act like an animal, like in public, because That shit looks weird unless you want society to be scared of you for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. What is some advice you give to someone who is starting off the streaming community? What you gotta be aware of is like you're obviously not going to grow like very quickly. Obviously, it takes time for your channel to grow. If you want to boost in attention, maybe like post your clips on like YouTube or YouTube Shorts, but you gotta keep the viewers entertained too. Entertainment is key. You just gotta be patient with it. What upcoming game are you looking the most forward to? I mean, this one is kind of obvious because I couldn't find like any other game that is like most anticipated. But I'm out to go with GTA 6. The only flaws about it is like I've seen like the differences between like the standard edition and the deluxe edition, and I don't think the $100 price makes up for the deluxe edition because it just blocks off some certain areas. But I mean, I guess it's fine because either way the game is huge as hell, or so I hope so, because they've been working on that shit for like 13 or 14 years. Will you try to make more videos for the future or stick to primarily streaming? I really want to make more videos though, but I'll still be streaming though. Don't y'all don't worry. But I still do want to make more videos because, dude, like I said, I've been slacking and I really want to make more videos. I'll try my best and not to slack off. What are some things you wish you could do that you're going to try to learn in the future? Drawing. I really want to draw so bad, but I just suck so much at it. But I will try to, you know, learn how to draw. Like, I'll obviously start slow, but I would just keep going and keep trying, of course. But the thing is, I don't know when I should start. I feel like at least this year. There's also animating I do want to try, and 3D modeling. But I think those two are going to take more time than just trying to learn how to draw. So I think that's a little far reach, but I think we could try like next year. Do you see yourself streaming while you're in college? Yeah, possibly. It's not like I'm gonna be in campus. Like, dude, that shit's so expensive. You know how expensive campus is? Like, bruh, I'd imagine like over $15,000. Most likely more, but I digress. I bet campus is like pretty cool to like hang out in. Like possibly having a roommate and, you know, living there for a bit. That's a cool concept, but the thing is, like, dude, the pricing, it's way too... No, I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I can't. What are you most excited about in your future? Or are you excited for the future? Dude, I don't know. I feel like all of this happened way too fast. Like, I turned 18 in May and also graduated. But I think I'm kind of excited for the future, but there are some concerns that, you know, like that could happen. This might be just me thinking too much, like, oh my god, like all of this shit is happening. But dude, I just gotta lock in, like possibly actually going to college and or just actually working. Is there anything else you'd like to share in this video? I think we're all good for now. I don't really have anything else in mind. Is it aluminum or aluminium? Dude, it's aluminum. Did the Fruit of the Loom logo ever have a cornucopia? Dude, I swear it did. Crazy Mandela effect. What is your favorite food that begins with the letter X? Dude, I've never even tried these before. So I guess none? I don't know. What is the opposite of low def? I think you already know. Or I feel like only 2 or 3 people know what I'm about to say. High life, obviously. For context, it's a geometry level. I don't think y'all will get it. Or, well, at least some of my audience. I don't know. This link doesn't even work anymore, so I guess we just skip that. Okay, so now we can move on to the Geometry Dash questions. What is your favorite Geometry Dash level and why? And what is your favorite Geometry Dash creator and why? Dude, I don't know, because there are some levels I actually really like. There's like 2 to 3, no, probably 5. Probably 5 levels that I actually like. I guess we could start with I Spy. My reasoning is because, dude, I just like the visual effects. And, dude, this level was made back in 2.1. That's, bro, that's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. And dude, the animations were so smooth. Also, if you guys are trying to check that level out, just flash warning, but the full name is called I Spy with My Little Eye. The next level was Astral Divinity, also known as God Eater, you know, at first, until they had to rename it. The decoration to me was honestly pretty cool. The level was also made back in 2.1. Especially, bro, especially the over detailed freaking, what the fuck is that? The freaking, the destroyer? I don't know. Let's move on. I think that's all I have in mind right now. Sorry if I missed a few. I know I said 5, but I mean, I think those two are the only ones I have in mind. But don't worry, I'll probably make a tier list later on. Now, what is your favorite Geometry Dash creator? Um, are you talking about like level creator or are you talking like content creator? Because if we're talking level creators, dude, I don't know because there's so many there's so many level creators out there. But if we're talking content creators, I have two in mind, but I don't know because I haven't watched them in a while. So I guess the opinions could change, but I was thinking like either Eric. But like I said, opinions can change, so that's all I got in mind. I guess that finally concludes this Q&A. I'm so sorry this took way too long. Dude, dude, I'm really trying my best right now. But don't y'all worry. I will try to get back in the YouTube thingy. But obviously there's gonna be videos that are like shorter than this, dude. Bro, we're like 20 minutes in right now. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching and thank you for your patience if you even remember like I was gonna make this. But either way, thank y'all so much for your questions. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.